My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Trade 2. Wow, they're really not... Huh. I mean, yeah, I haven't won with this combination, right? Right? I'm pretty sure I haven't won with this combination. Melting Remnant, Lazarus League, Exile. I'm just making sure this is working. Melting Remnant, Lazarus League. Right there. Doesn't this mean I have done it? Melting Remnant with a little fade. Lazarus League, Exile. Melting Remnant. Oh no! Only Rectiflick has done it. Alright, never mind, it's working. I just assumed we would be getting Wormkin and Rail runs constantly here. We've got Malekith's Shifting Pie to start with. All drafted cards appear with an upgrade. We also get Seraph Eternus Chosen of Dominion. We know how we deal with that. Chumps, chumps, chumps. 2 Purifying Cleansers in the base deck as well as the Lady of the House, so we know we're going to be doing some burnout stuff, and we also have Sanguine Assistant here. Strixen Hallow in the Ring 6 as well. Cool. Let's head in. No, disgusting. I don't want Shadow's Sheath. It can get really annoying. Shattered Halo, I'm going to take it, but it can be a problem. It can be, oh, it can be really bad. I probably want Firelight here. Extinguish to apply 5/5 and burn out 2 to friendly units, and then we give the Lady of the House that. Got a pretty straightforward game plan for a while. Start a battle leading to spring 4. I mean, I want the money. Shame to lose all of those reforms immediately. 3 of them in the first hand before anyone dies. Especially because someone does die on the first turn. This one has Burnout. Okay, so I can reach that collector. Quite handily. And I've still even left a comfortable slot for a little fade to go. Drop a Vampire's Tooth on Lady of the House, and as long as I keep your burnout high, we will win. The only reform from the pool that I could have cared about would have been, oh no, I probably should have played one. Would have saved me 3 HP. Oops. It was too quick. Well. Effectively paid 16 for 75. Yeah, I kind of stand by that, actually. Resin Blades, Burnout 1, Multi-Strike 1. Yeah. An endless Devourer of Death. If you applied Soul rather than gaining Soul, maybe. But Resin Blades is exactly the kind of thing. Wow! Exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. Rain Transfer with Intrinsic. Oh, God. Oh! That's just a way to kill Lil Fade in opening. Yes. Remnant Banner. Yeah, upgrades for the Lady of the House. Possibility of even getting a second Lady of the House, but upgrades for Lady of the House and then duping her is our biggest priority. Multi-strike is exactly what she wants. A one-size Wickless Baron. Yeah, I don't turn down a one-size Wickless Baron. I'll give Multi-Strike to Lady of the House. I'll give Endless to this Wickless Baron. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I don't want to put you on the same floor as Lady of the House. Maybe at the end. Because I don't want to give you burnout, buddy. I don't want to give you burnout. I don't want you to burn out. March of the Supercons. Although I guess I have to do Wickless Baron bottom line first. Annoying. At least until I have another Lady of the House. Use Resin Blades, even if I really wanted to go with Primitive Remold for that turn instead. Beauty. We'll be able to reform it next turn as well. And even if we can, we do not need to. And we can't, so good thing we didn't. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I'm not so thrilled about. Remnant Pack, though, applies Endless to a friendly unit for the rest of the battle. I mean, the reason I don't want to do that for Lil Fade is because not giving you Endless gives me the ability to reform you. If you have Endless, you just go back in the deck. I don't care for Formless Child in any way, shape, and or form. Neither Devourer of Death. And the fact, I guess. Spike of the League! Intrinsic! What?! Okay, so it's intrinsic. Spike of the League. If I lower the cost of Brain Transfer by 1 now, in the opening hands, we have Little Fade. Oh no. I give you all of the reanimate and then I kill you and move the reanimate to another target. I guess I can't really use Brain Transfer on that first turn especially well. I want to get double stack, and I do want to look at another Remnant unit, but I also care about my Pyre health. I think -1 Permafrost for Brain Transfer. Sounds good to me. -2 cost gain consume for the Remnant Pact, which can't gain it. Lowers its costs. +10 magic power for a Purifying Cleanse, just for the sake of HP. Actually, don't need that. Lady of the Reformed, Burnout 6 Dualism. Revenge, apply Burnout 2 to friendly units. Oh, the other's the Lady of the House of Avarice. Oh, but this one already has Multi-Strike. So it really... Oh, and there's an Imperial Well here for fishing for another Multi-Strike or Quick before duping you. I'm sorry. Neither of you get added to the deck for that reason. I can't see myself running a second floor. Draft only offers selections from your allied clan. Do I want no more Remnant cards? Honestly? Maybe? Let's have a quick look. So... Remnant rares. Remnant rares from drafts as well, specifically. I care about Intent on Death. Intent on Death would be really good. Wax and Spike could be pretty good. Resin Blades is still really good. Okay, no. I'll just take an artifact, please. Equipping a unit under half health applies armor 10, otherwise it applies rage 5. I don't. No, I do. Ooh, I'm gonna hold on to my money just in case I do need to roll for multi-strike. I need to get some removals in this deck. There are a lot of dead cards. Like, basically everything... Full stop, I think, actually. Basically everything in this deck is a dead card except my, like, opening hand. Tell you what. Gotta make sure that I keep the Erratic Assistant out of the deck so that next time I fish from my burnout pile, I'm just fishing from the new assistant and... Oh boy. Missed. Okay, Archeon's gonna get really annoying. Erratic Assistance with the top line. Primitive, we get Little Fate on the bottom, and then I'll give it Endless, and it's got Burnout 1, so now I can even play it, like, defensively on that bottom line. And then I'll use these other Primitive Molds. Try and fish for defense on another floor was going to be the end of that sentence. I'll give you 10 armor, but then... Those two are going to burn at the start of the next turn. Oh, never mind. There is no next turn. Dunk! There's the Wax and Spike, and it's got a Holy Stone in. Yes, please. A way to try and heal up my pile. I'd have to go Capacity. Like, I don't like the Wickless Tycoon, but, like, it's undeniable how much money it's going to give me. It forcing me to go Capacity for my first pickup here, though, I'm not thrilled about that, but I do feel like I might have needed something to push me in that direction a little bit. Burnout 1 and Reanimate both available already. Dualism also available. No. None of these are necessary in any way unless I want to get Burnout on Lady of the House. And it is good. It's a lot of damage for her, but Multi-Strike and Quick are both still, yeah, in the pool. I'll take Quick on Lady of the House. We'll take... probably nothing else. I'll dupe that Lady of the House now. And then Lightforge upgrade our Firelights. Extinguish will apply 12 damage, 5 health, and burn out 2 to friendly units. I would love to remove here. Merchant of Arms with a dupe in the next area. There are dupes I care about. But Merchant of Magic I care about significantly more, as well as those removals. Okay. Definitely need the money to fund those ambitions. So the bottom line's got to currently be Wickless, Lady of the House, and Little Fade. No... Sorry, Tycoon, no Baron. Ooh. Premium opportunity to burn out a Calcified Ember or get as much health as I can out of a Waxen Spike. Actually, currently Little Fade's not dying at all. The enemies are killing too quickly. Or my allies are killing the enemies too quickly, rather. I mean, I can't complain too much when I'm still making a huge amount of money. I mean, I'm missing out on damage from Little Fade dying, but it's gotta be about as good as it gets. Get him. Hold over Sacrificial Resurrection. Consume cards in hand, add a draft unit to your hand that costs... I mean, the draft unit to hand is it's literally just so that you can burn other cards out of your hand. That's why you take that. At a certain point, yeah, I do care about just burning out all the cards in my hand. There is also Wickless Recruitment. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. That's also really good when you get to Seraph Eternus Chosen of Dominion, just for removing burnout effects that are stacking on a unit you don't want them to be on. Yeah, I'll take that. So intrinsic. Combustion Suit. Combustion Suit's nice for a little bit of AoE application as well. Really good when enemies have reanimated and things like that. I was going to a Merchant of Magic. Permanently remove consume. Ridiculous. Spike of the League now has intrinsic reanimate. The -1 intrinsic, I think, goes on a primitive mold here, because then I can use my Sacrificial Resurrection on the very first turn, and then I can bring it back. Sorry, the Brain Transfer I can use on the first turn. I'll also lower the cost of a permanent mold. Plus 10 magic power, not especially impactful. Other things that could be impactful? double stack for additional burnout, I guess. Maybe that should have been a holy stone. To consume. Yeah, I'll negative 2 consume upgraded mold. Also, the second cycle, we don't really need those in the deck. Dualism on Plague Doctor. I don't think that... I think similar to a couple other effects, because Unstable is set to equal to damage dealt, it can't multiply. I'd love to be wrong about that, and if I am, please tell me a bit. I think that's how that one works. I don't think I need anything here. And this is classic get these cards out of my deck. I'm so glad Merchant of Trinkets, Forgotten Boons, and Non-Stable Vortex are all next to one another in the next area, because those are exactly what I need. I need to get cards out of this deck, and I need some artifacts that are consistent in providing the same benefit to this deck at all times. Oh my god, this is going to be an incredible turn. Okay. Brain Transfer. Primitive Mold brings you back. Put you down. I'm going to give you Giant Spike of the League. And then a Reanimate Pact. And then if you do reanimate, when you come back, you will always come back with Burnout 1. So I'll have the ability to... And also you have Burnout 1, so at the end of every turn, you die. Regardless of whether or not the enemies are attacking you. It's working out great. See how many dead cards we have in this deck? This second line is literally just a dumping ground. Big Wax and Spike. Oh, now you've got so much burnout because you give yourself burnout from your own. Got it. Got it. Okay, it's a little less cool than I thought it was, but yeah, I had a plan for a second there. It was fun when I did. Nothing else needs done. Yeah, so many of these cards. Literally all of those cards need to be out of this deck now. I simply don't see any of those cards making this better. Spellchain Sacrificial Resurrection. Consume all cards in hand, add a draft unit to your hand, and also a Sacrificial Resurrection with Spellchain. And then eat the draft. I mean, no. I could use Sacrificial Resurrection to burn out all these cards, or I could just play them. It's better to play them. Consume Sacrifice. Draw a unit and apply plus 40 and 0. I mean, yeah, it allows me to sacrifice. That is what I want. I could also Brain Transfer again, but then I start giving away the Reanimate that I want. Minds of Their Own with Permafrost is significantly better than either of the others, though. I mean, yeah, you go all the way with it. Memorial Fund. Gain 5 gold when a friendly unit dies. Artificial Firestone. 3 fire in the deployment phase, and at the end of the battle, purge a card. 3 damage to an enemy unit when it moves between floors, please. Love that, Jack Strips. We'll remove 1 more Shield Steward and a Sanguine Assistant. And I'll remove 1 more Sanguine Assistant. Hoorah! Strixen Hallow. I sincerely do not believe you are prepared for this. It is 24 minutes and I am here. That is related to the strength of the deck. Alrighty. Eat 'em. Bring him back. Now we let him die. Seems to be working out great for us on that bottom line. Damn. I missed the reform. It would have been nice to have one directed reform in this deck. One. Oh my god, I literally got her back. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. We're gonna lose way too much money if I play her because she's too powerful. Okay, I need to incance on this floor a bunch of times. Oh no, that gave too much damage to the floor. Okay, so those incants gave 100 additional health to Strix, who is now surviving. Only problem being Strix is also ascending with 2 units on the next floor who are ready to attack. Strix will kill one and then probably die to the next. Okay, I'm gonna brain transfer. And yeah. All of this is done in service of harming my own board state. Okay. I get a lot more gold if the fight go a lot longer. It doesn't even gotta go to a lot longer. It just needs to go longer. I'll settle for just longer. I believe we may have done it. I think we've cracked the code. And yeah, we actually ended up getting like an extra 200 gold over the course of that. That's gonna matter. That's like a whole artifact. Double stacked Tome of Horrors. Consume double stack, apply unstable 100. And reanimate 2. Yeah. Can't stop me. Draw right. It's gotta be draw right. It's draw right. It's gotta be draw right. It's draw right. It's gotta be draw. Maybe it's energy. It doesn't need to be deployment energy. It's never deployment energy, but energy so that I can play Tome of Horrors and Spike of the League for a little bit more impact. No, it's draw. We've got to get rid of all these erratic assistants. Do I want to make Tome of Horrors intrinsic? I don't really have that many more upgrades that I want. Almost at all. I do really like the idea of getting another Spike of the League. Unfortunately, yeah, they're both intrinsic. Only one of them gets to be able to play with actual energy on that first turn. That's okay, though. Oh, cool. Nope. I guess the only thing I could care about here is a mini stone. Nope. I'll give multi-strike to the Wickless Tycoon. It does get damage. Empyrean Well for duping a Spike of the League. Merchant of Steel, it is time to go ham with your removals. 3 erratic assistants here. Okay. Firelight number 3. Extinguish to apply 20. Additional damage plus 5 health. Still only plus 5 health. And 2 burnout to all friendly units. -1 energy per turn. Kind of annoying, but I want the money, so I will do it. For the money. Transfer that brain. Bring that brain back to me. All right. I like the idea of Resin Blade most here. And thankfully it also gets us the kill. That unit's endless, so I don't have to worry about it. Welcome back, Endless Unit. Die, Endless Unit. Oh, right, of course. Of course, that was... I literally said it was an Endless Unit, so of course when I kill it, it's not going to go back to the consume pile. So you get, instead, Spike of the League. Sacrifice the assistant directly into the bulk of the Tycoon on the next floor. Baron, not Tycoon. Perfect. I want to make it as likely for Lorvay to die as many times as is possible. No. It just seems like Whacked and Spike's unnecessary. I mean, Electricity Chamber for the bottom line just to give a bunch of spikes to Lil Fade. I mean, look, why not? I think the answer for that is just straight up why not. I have so much additional deployment energy as well, so assuming I'm going to hit the Merchant of Arms over here, which I'll do it. Alright. Let's make that Electricity Chamber deployable then. Extinguish triggers an additional time. Ridiculous. Damn it. Odie's Totem. +1 energy per turn, which I really want. -3 deployment energy, which... So it ends up giving me -2 deployment energy, because I still get that +1 energy. So I go down to only having 5 to spare on that first turn. Electricity Chamber, Lady of the House, Lady of the House. Wickless Tycoon, and Little Fade. I'm way in excess of what I need at all times. I'll take that. And Mold Braces. Friendly units apply armor 5 to the front friendly unit on Extinguish. On deployment phase, draw a rune card from your deck, reduces cost to 0. It prefers to choose non-deployables, but it now can choose deployables if deployables are all there are. Equipped units gain armor 10. Oh, right, it's time to get rid of the Baron. The Wickless Tycoon. No more money needed. Which means the bottom line could have 2 Wickless Barons, because they have the Mini-Stone. I like that. I like that. Alright. Tunnel on into the next fight. Yes, I know that's your job. Electricity Chamber hits the bottom line, Lil Fade in the front line. And Wickless Baron, Lady of the House, Lady of the House. That's our bottom line. No one's allowed to leave this bottom line, you hear? No, I don't want to hear any excuses. If I come up here and you're fart-arsing around, you're not on the bottom line. I'm going to be very mad, okay? And I'm going to have to talk as Mrs. Summers. Right? And Mrs. Summers will come down and have a talk to you. I know you don't want that. I'm not trying to be cruel, kids. Stay on the bottom line. Spike the League down there will help. A couple times. Also give Endless to the unit. There we are. Let's slow this resolution so we can enjoy it. Oh, I love that they give corruption to Lil Fade as well. Oh. Ridiculous. Oh my god. That damage. I mean, those should be equipped in the opposite order, so AoE is affected by the additional stopping power. It's fine though. Burn out 1 Calcified Ember, Vengeful Shard. You already have Endless, so I don't have to do anything about that. My goal now is just to burn out the other Calcified Ember before the fight ends. Give you some reanimate and some horror. Okay. Perfect. And then Big Spike, the League, which is going to be keeping you alive. It's exploding for 100 damage AoE at the end of every turn, and that's not doing anything because everything's already dead by the time. Thousands of damage actually on that bottom line already. Could use brain transfer, send a bunch of it forward. Not that that's necessary in any way. I think the bottom line is doing just fine by itself. Oh my god. I did not expect that the Seraph was going to be dying that turn. They did. Yay. Hoorah. These Purifying Cleanses are far beyond the point of actually being used. Like, I play them, but only because they have no downside to be played. Not because they are necessary in any way. This legitimately might be my fastest speedrun. 41 minutes going into the Titans fight. Alright, that's it. Let's lock in. I'm going to try and play as fast as possible. And then that one goes there, and then end turn, but that's an F. Okay. So then, brain transfer first, bring you back. Summon you with Endless, and reanimate, and end turn. Highlight, Reckless for the back line, Costume Suit for the front, and turn. I usually take way too long in this fight. This feels like a really good opportunity to kind of rectify that. There we are. Oh, I was about to say Savagery almost died, but Savagery definitely died. Whoops. I was supposed to play a Pyrelite that time, but I missed it. I was too excited to play the Spike. To be fair, how could you not be excited to play the Spike when it's doing so much? Thankfully, I came into this fight on full health, knowing that probably going to end up with one sort of strategy here. It costs health. I mean, I usually account for losing somewhere between 35 and 50-ish health in the final fight. If I'm running lean, obviously. Change the scales of that. That was supposed to be Pyrelite. Rewinding a turn takes so much time. Oh, the speedrunner. Absolutely killed by loading times. Can we take in-game time, please? Can we check the in-game time, please? Okay, only one more on the following turn. We are A-okay to go. Oh, the ridiculous amount. Ridiculous size of this bottom line. Look at the ridiculous size of this bottom line. The big boys. Get him. And that'll do it. $44 minutes and 51 seconds. I think it's in with shot. I thought my most, like, for a Titan complete, I think it was 52 minutes is the shortest. Nope, never mind. The game is not saying anything about it, so apparently it's not a record. Fastest Runtime victory. 43! No! We were 1 minute longer than that! No! Ah! I lost my PB to load times. I don't even know if it was related to that at all in any way. I don't actually care about the personal best for that time, just to be clear. What I care about is it was such a powerful run that it was capable of doing that kind of thing. But that, of course, is what happens when they give you Lady of the House at the very start. Also, Shattered Halo worked out really well in this run. Immediate brain... Also, Shattered Halo specifically with the Malekith's Shifting Pyre giving us brain transfer on turn 1 and Spike of the League on turn 1. We were just gifted a ridiculous run right there. Actually, you know what? That run was so ridiculous. I'm going to hit the Generate Challenge. Oh, I got a rule breaker achievement for that. Cool. Modems activity recently. There you go. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to do this, but I think because now I did that, you can type that in and you'll be able to use it to launch your own version of this run. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future YouTube recommendations. Down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add above the thank to and a special thanks this episode to Matthew. Hopefully you'll live and enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.